Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. Easter is coming close. I did not realize this until yesterday. Easter is April the 3rd. So we gotta get on the ball and start making some of these Easter molds that I have. So I thought today what we would start out with is this tray. And I'm going to use UV resin and fill this up. I'll do it on a time lapse because that's going to take me some time to fill in every bit of that. And then once it's done, I want to find me a pastel color. I might even make a pastel color. We'll see. We might use polyurethane and just fill everything with polyurethane and color it. Because polyurethane is going to be a pastel. And that's what I think I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to do like a light blue. And if I can do the blue and white and then kind of marble it up, I think that would be gorgeous. But we'll see. And this I'm going to do in a pastel color. It's a little box thing, and you got to put it together. So, best of luck on that. And then this is the little girl that's praying and the little boy that's praying with the crosses. So, I might do some UV in each one of them and then fill them with polyurethane as well. So, we'll do all of that on a time lapse. The polyurethane that I'm using the Bond Craftor, the colored UV resin. This is the pearlescent kit. They do have a regular kit, but I just bought the pearlescent one. And I think she's actually going to send me the Bond Craftor UV, the regular one, to try out, which I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. And then I have out this kit. I got this off of Amazon. It's a Diamond Dust Glitter UV resin. Because the only thing I don't like about this kit is there's no yellow. Now, I've got to have a yellow. And I know this kit's got some yellows in here. That says gold. Is gold all I got? I'm sticky. I must have spilt some. There we go. Yellow. Because I want yellow for that flower. Now, I don't have... I think I'm going to do one black rabbit and one white rabbit. Or I might do a gray one. And a black one, since I'm going to use polyurethane behind this. So guys, I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse. Get to coloring these up. And then we will be back to pour some polyurethane in just a moment.
Coffee cup on the window ledge, name tag crooked on your shirt, cardboard box full of tiny dreams, dust on your favorite work skirt. Linda's laughing by the open door, come on in, we've got time to bloom. Tasty sheets and paper towels, magic in this messy room. Getting ready for Easter. Resin room. Little rabbits in the flowers, tiny baskets full of bloom, pearls of color catching every bit of afternoon. Yeah, we're painting up a tray. Let the sparkles say love is coming soon. Love is coming soon. Shimmer soft and slow, let it dance along the tray. Pink and purple, sky and snow, all the clouds melt into clay. Two small crosses on a paper plate, waiting for their Sunday light. One small boy with his head bowed down, one sweet girl folded up in white. Getting ready for Easter in Linda's Resin Room.
Alright guys, so I got this all colored in. I haven't cured it yet. I'm hoping this will cure this completely. We'll see. You know, I haven't popped any bubbles, so I'm just going to take my long neck collider and kind of go over it just a little bit in case there are bubbles, and pray that don't melt the mold. I did go ahead and make their tails white. Because I thought, well, this is a pearlescent white. So, it might show up against the polyurethane, maybe. I've got a little gap there. I see a bubble as well. And I'll show you the colors of There we go. Maybe that's why I'm getting gaps. That's a big bubble. I'm popping bubbles. There we go. There's a bubble. Okay, I hope it's not got any bubbles under it, but I can't guarantee it. And I'm hoping I've cleaned it up the best I can. I want to see if I can... Uh-oh. I think I might have used the wrong one. That one might have had resin on it. No problem. That got it. A little bit there as well. Alright. I'm going to cure this up, and then we're going to do the UV. And that one, I hope, as this one's curing. Now, I need to make sure both my lights are on. Good deal. I'm going to turn it sideways. Now, out of the sparkly diamondy one, I used the gold and the yellow, and they weren't sparkly. They were just kind of regularly, just a regular color, clear. And I think it's because they didn't mix well. And then I used the bronze on the basket. Now, the basket it did sparkle. Now, let's do blue for a boy. And we'll do pink for the girl. And all I've done is just put some of this down in here. And then I'm spreading it around with just a dotting tool. This is my little dotting tool that I love. I use it for everything. And I'm just spreading it and letting it fill up the whole little area down in there. And hopefully I don't get it over it. I'm trying not to overfill it. But it's so easy to do. Especially when you're working with something this deep. Okay, let's put some more resin down in there. I love these pearlescent colors. I love this Craftor kit. I'm not a UV person, but I don't use it a lot. But I do love this. And then we're going to use polyurethane where we can demold this quickly because I'm too eager to see what it looks like. I don't want to wait. And I'm hoping I don't get bubbles. I'm going to turn it around this way, guys. I know y'all probably tired of looking at my head. Top of my head anyways, right? I'm just spreading that color out. I'll put a little bit more. Okay. Always cap these back when you're using them. Because if there's any kind of light, and I've got the doors and everything open, so it's very, very bright in here today. And I've got that UV light beside of me. It will cure your bottles, and you don't want that to happen. Almost. Okay. Now we'll let that kind of... Uh-oh. Got a corner over there. Let that kind of spread out. Because if it's going to gap, if you'll give it a second, it will. Now where's the pink? Dark purple, dark blue, orange, white. It'll be the last one I pick. Red. See? I told you. Always. Okay. Now, let's see if that's enough. I made an L. L for Linda. Okay. I'm hoping this will prevent bubbles if I'm spreading it out with the dotting tool. Because then I can run it along the edges. And hopefully get every little area covered. it up in her hair. And once you get it spread out, it'll spread out on its own. I'm just too impatient to sit here and just let it do its own thing. I like to help it out. But I thought these were the cutest little things. You could put people's name on this. Like if somebody had a baby, a boy, a girl. Be really pretty, wouldn't it? Okay. I think those are good. And these are clear molds, kinda. So I'm hoping that, I hope I didn't burn my mold. But I'm hoping they'll cure all the way through. All right, let's see. A little sloth here. All right, nothing sticky. Not on that side. All right, this one's cured. So now we can put our polyurethane on that one. Gosh, I was like, oh, did I? She still looks like she's got a couple bubbles down in there. It's not going to matter on this side, I guess, because we're going to cover it over. Okay, I'm going to give her 5 minutes as well for both of those. 5 minutes, my bottom light's on. Good deal. All right. Really need to clean that off. It's sticky. I use this for my UV resin a lot. Which I make these. And they are in my eBay store, some of them. And here we go. I got that cleaned. Now what I do with the tip. Okay, polyurethane for that. We're going to do small batches. So to marble this, we might do blue and just kind of spread it out. And then let's throw these in the, well, shoot. I'm trying to get that paper where I opened that one up. Throw it in the bin. We're going to mix these up in small batches. So I'm going to move all these out of the way since we're done with those. And put these back. Okay. Now, sorry guys, it's allergy season. Well, I needed alcohol. This UV resin. I just scraped it right across the table. All right. Let's see. Like I said, I'm going to do small batches. Well, if I can get the cups apart. Well, shoot. I might have to get different cups. Well, those I think are glued together. There we go. This one's not going to hold much. Probably an ounce, maybe. This is going to hold probably about 6 or 8, if I'm guessing. And those are going to hold maybe 2 each. So we'll need a bunch of cups because I'm doing this, like I said, in small batches. So I do want to kind of do that pink. I'm wondering. Pink, pink, pink. Let's find a pink mica powder. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I got Roz from Octopus. I think that'll be pretty. Now this, I think I'm going to do my blue first. I guess I could have got a blue. What color blue do we want? Oh, I think that one over there is really pretty. Is that the right one? Yes. Roleo Electric Blue. This is one of my favorites. Alright. Polyurethane. Where did I put you? Tabletop. Don't you hate it when you forget where you put something? Give me just a moment to find it. I found it. It was right in front of my nose. Alright. Those are cured. Now, let's see. I'm about out of this one. I'm hoping I've got at least 4 ounces that we can do. Okay. Get those little crusty bits off of that. Part B. So let's do 2 in here. And this is Craftor polyurethane resin. If you've never tried it, you should give it a try. And you can get 20% off. Oh, okay, 2 ounces, perfect. We're going to do 2 here. But if you've never tried it, I would definitely give it a try. And you can get 20% off of their website. Okay, that one's empty. I don't think I'll get anything else out of that. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. That one's ready for the bin. Let's see part B. Let me find another part B here. Alright, let's get this open. I love this stuff. So we're going to try to marble blue and white. If I can get it. I have the hardest time trying to get these things open. I have no strength in my hands at all. I'm afraid I'm going to splatter myself. There we go. Whew, got it. All right. Now, here we go. 2 ounces. Now, always wipe this thing off. Because, guys, this will cure on itself and you will not get that lid off. My husband usually has to break them apart for me. All right, color. Do your color when you put in your first part. So, we're only going to do 1. You don't need a lot of color. Just a little here. Okay. Now, get you some stir sticks. All right. And you want to mix that up. Mica powder mixes up really well in polyurethane resin. I love this color of mica powder. It is so pretty, and it's probably even going to be even lighter with this polyurethane resin. And you know what I need to do? I need an extra small just in case that I have too much, because we're going to end up with 8 ounces. So let's get an extras. Now I just had some that I laid somewhere. Where are they at? I'm telling you, my mind today is just, here we go. These are the cutest little things, and they'll make the cutest little magnets. If I can get it open. Little rabbits. Aren't they cute? So, just in case, there's an extras. Okay, pull this back down here. All right, I think that is good. We are mixed. And you know, polyurethane cures up really quick. All you got to do is mix this until it's clear, and it won't take no time. And then you're good. Now, part A. Gotta go up to 4. And 4. Worry about that later. Okay. Try to do 2 at a time. I can't do it. So I'm going to... There we go. That one's good. And I'm not warming up yet, so good deal on that. And this one is starting to warm up. Scrape my sides. Said it doesn't take no time to get this mixed. I think we're good. You really gotta hurry with this stuff. Okay, do blue. And do some white. And hopefully I can get this to marble really pretty. Do some more blue on top of that. Some white and blue. I hope I don't lose the white. Okay, I'm just going to scrape this out. And hopefully, okay, the blue there. And guess what, guys? It took the whole 8 ounces, which is perfect. Try to get all this out before it cures up. And we'll see how that looks. Okay. Good deal. And you can't reuse these cups. They are one and done with polyurethane. Now I do have a little overage there. And I'm going to spritz. Now we'll let that start curing. And we're going to mix our pink for this one. We got our little extras. And then we need our white for this. So we're going to do 4 white. Probably 2 pink. So, but these I don't have to do at the same time. All right. Where's my part B? Set it back on the shelf. Okay. We're going to go to 2. And you could do these a color if you wanted. There we go. Wipe that off. That is part B. I wish they had their jugs in different colors. And I don't know how I ended up with so much extra of part A. I don't know. Because I've measured them both. Every time I've used them, they've cured every time. There's a bubble. Spritz. You can see it starting to cure. Okay. the sides on this one. Okay. If you could catch these cups soon enough, you could probably clean them. But this stuff cures up so fast. Okay. I don't know. I think they may have held 2.5. Nope, I think 2 is going to be plenty. Here we go. A little bit more for her. All right. Now, we're just going to dump our extra right in here, make a little white rabbit. Okay, scrape this out. Try to get all of that before it cures up. So like I said, you don't got long. Oops, you see me just slinging it everywhere? It's very thin when you first mix it. It's like water. Okay. Almost a full rabbit. Not quite. Okay, I'm going to wipe that off again. So this is going to cure really quick in those. And I do see a little spot down in there. I don't know if that's unmixed or bubbles. So we're just going to mix that up just in case. Spritz. I probably peeled her a little more than him. Okay, now we're going to do 2 of the pink. You guys see me? Don't need to move that up. There we go. All right, y'all know I always do part B first, no matter what I do. So we're only going to do 2. So only need to go to the 1. I'm spilling this one. Okay, I think it's where it's a full jug. All right, that's my part B. Now, this part A, I might have an ounce left. Oh no, I gotta put my color. See how crazy I am? Oh, that's starting to cure too. I'm telling you. Looney Toony. All right, put a little bit of that mica powder down in there. Now for the blue, we use the Roleo Electric Blue. For the pink, we're using Raw's Pores. Get all that off the side there. Make sure I got my mica powder in there. It's a pretty color. All right. Now I got to get an ounce of A. Okay. Please have enough. And I do. There we go. I'll move that out of the way. We're going to get this mixed. I like that. It's got full of bubbles, but micro bubbles. I guess you're not going to see them. And it cures though, because it's going to cure white. Okay. That should be good. Like I said, this stuff doesn't, and I just splattered it. It doesn't take much to cure up. All right. Now, get this one. And this, well, I drip dropped. This one here. Now we got to get these. Now it's going to be hard to get these little ones. There's a fly and it's killing me. Driving me crazy. I hope I'm not feeling these too much. So if I do, then they're not going to fit. I'm going to fall them down. And I may need a little bit more. I hope not, but very well might. Starting to thicken up. And I've still got one more to do. Okay. I don't know if we can even scrape out enough to get the last one done. I don't think so. But we're going to try. I may have to mix up a little bit more. Just a little tiny bit. That means my color is going to be completely different. Daggone it. I mean, almost. If I can get at least that covered. There we go. All right. So, we need just a smidgen. I need to wipe this off. Okay. Whew. The fly got on my arm and drove me crazy. Let's see. All right, get me a little cup here. Okie dokie pokey. We're going to do 5 ounces. Sorry guys, I bumped the camera. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this on the edge of the table, guys, because I just need a little tiny bit. Okay. Let me clean this off. Put the lid back on that. Now, I think we can get enough part A to do this, and I forgot my color. Daggone it. We're going to see what happens. I do not recommend this, but It's just a little tiny bit, so my color mixed. Scrape the side there. Okay. Now, see if I can fill this one up. This one looks like it could use just a little. Okay, those went down in there. All right, let's just dump this, and we'll just keep it doing this until we fill these up. I didn't want to put it on the white one because if I think the white one's going to have enough to where we can go ahead and demold him. Okay, there's that. Wipe this off. Get all my trash together. Those should be okay. I want to see if I can get that pink to spread out on the whole bottom of that rabbit. Okay, I think I did. All right, guys. That is that. So I can feel that they're warm. So they're curing, which you can see that they're curing. But we'll let all this cure up, and then we will come back and demold this stuff. So I'm going to move those out of my way. All right, guys. We'll let all this cure up, and I'll see you guys for demold. See you shortly. All right, guys. Everything has cured up. This one looked like it bubbled up after I left. So, yeah. Poor little thing. Everything else I think is good to go. So let's demold. Let's get our little crosses first. So I think these are going to be so cute. I love the polyurethane white. It's the prettiest white. Here we go. Yep, that's what I thought. Polyurethane gets hot, and it's so bad to melt my molds. And that's what it's done. It's melted onto my mold. I have this issue all the time with these cheaper molds. So, I don't know if I'll be able to. Great. I hope it didn't mess up all of my molds. I'll have to work on that one. Okay. Little rabbit's cute. Of all the molds to mess up. Daggone it. Alrighty, get all these little pieces out. We gotta put this together. Some of them look like they need a little trimming, but it'll all just pick right off. So, no problemo. Let's get out the white one. Okay, we can paint up the little face and bits on that. Now the tray. Maybe it's, you know what? I think it's the UV resin, not the polyurethane, because the tray is stuck as well. Yeah, I think it's the UV. Well, guys. I've had another mold do this with UV resin. I'm going to see if I can get it without damaging the mold too bad. This one's doing pretty good. I think there's going to be some spots. You know what? That's not a UV resin spot there. I'm just going to try to scrape it off if I can. I think it's doing pretty good. I can't really see. Just see what I mean when I say it's stuck? I'm just taking my fingernail and trying to scrape it off. I got that one off. It's left a little bit of the mold. You can see where it took a little chunk. And it's going to do that in a few spots. Because there is a huge spot here. So we're going to have to cut. I'm just trying to cut it as close to the resin as I can. That way it's not damaging the mold too much. I don't know if I'll be able to fix the mold or not, but I'm going to try. Mix up some silicone and just kind of rub it over it. Okay. You can see there. I hate when that does that. Cheap molds. I think, like I said, I think the polyurethane got too hot. Because it's on the polyurethane spots. You can see right there. Me getting that silicone off. And I might take a pen and go highlight around these. And paint pens, and then we'll pour a clear layer, and maybe we can get that to look a little better. So we'll see. Do what we can, right? But isn't that pretty? I think it's really pretty. All right, now this one. I hate that it got this mold. I loved this mold. I'm going to have to buy another one. And then just no more polyurethane on it. This one really stuck. Okay. Didn't do too much damage to my piece, though. I think it still looks okay. Got that one. You just got to be slow and take it easy. And get right up next to the resin. Try not to cut the resin. And try to just get the silicone to break apart. There's that stupid fly. Okay, where's the next one? This one really, really stuck. This one's kind of hard to get into. Okay, that one came off. This one's going to have to be cut. Sometimes it'll peel off on its own. Okay. Not that bad of damage. I can probably rub that down with silicone and fix that mold. And it didn't mess up my piece. I mean, there's a few little spots on the sides, but I'm just going to set these in my office anyways at work. Alright, let's see how bad this one is. I think it's about the same spots. Okay. This one's not near as bad. I do got a couple of little bubbles there. It's kind of hard to go that way. I think it's easier to go this way. You just gotta try to figure out where it's at. I just don't want to cut the mold all the way through. And that's what I'm afraid I'm doing. Okay, let's try here. Okay, I got that one loose. Next one here. Got that one and that one. Okay, here's one. Fly, go land on that fly paper and die. Here I am doing a cross praying mold, hoping for a fly to die. Okay. This one's a little more damaged, but I think we might can fix it. We'll try it. Okay. And trim that piece off. Oh, that was silicone. Okay. There we go. That one actually doesn't look as damaged as the other, does it? Even though it did more damage on the mold. I think those are so pretty. So pretty. Alright. Now this one, he's going to get some other color backing him. Oh, gosh, fly! Oh, I've never wanted to get something so bad in my life than that stupid fly. Let's see. I'm going to take this gray. I think gray would be a pretty color to kind of highlight here. Get his little nose and the little mouth area. I'm going to have to clean up, aren't I? Then went over. Let's give him a little blue eye. Okay. And get you a paper towel, little alcohol, and you can wipe that right off. Anything that went over and not down those little holes will come right off without alcohol. Now I can put a little magnet on him and make a little rabbit magnet. Alright, those stand up, which are good. Now, I'm going to assume that's the bottom. Let's see if we can get this sucker put together. I guess these don't matter. Oh, maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I think they're all the same. You just stick them all in here. I'll have to put some glue down in there to permanently hold this. Use my E6000 glue. Let's see. Every one of them seems to fit so far. One more. Okay, and then you gotta line all these little suckers up. That's the hard part. How in the world do you line them all? I need 4 hands. Well, got almost this side. There's one more. Where is he at? There's that one. There's that. Now let's see if I can get these. Okay, I got that one and that one and that one. Oh, looky there. I got him. Isn't that cute? Oh, you know, you could put some little fake grass down in there and some little fake eggs. Wouldn't that be adorable? I'm going to glue that together, guys. I got a straight glitter. Don't know where it came from, but I got one. That needs to be trimmed. Now this, I think I'm going to color in the areas, and then we're going to pour some clear resin. So, do we want to use like one color? You know what? Let's do black on the gray one. We're going to give him a pink nose. I'll have to wipe this off too. You could do pink around the ears if you wanted, or okay, we're going to do black around the gray, and we're going to give him some different color eyes as well. Okay, there. Get down here around his little foot. Go down his back. Okay. Where's this a pretty green? If I can get a hold of it. And these are the Let's Resin 136 piece set markers, guys, that I'm using. These do really well painting polyurethane. Okay, get around this one. I love how it marbled though with the blue and the... Oops, I'm going to fix that with the blue and the white. It did marble really pretty, didn't it? I do got a couple little bubbles. Okay. Got a little green there. A little green here. Trying to get around all the grass. Up here. Okay. Let's see. Do that black over that. Straighten that out. Let's see, white. We can do white around the little tail. And white around this little tail. Okay. The white's the only color I'm not real crazy about. It just, I don't know, it's just not as white as some of them. Alright, now let's see. This looks like a gray color. So I think we'll be able to, yeah, there we go. I think this will look really pretty around that black. Get his ear. Around all of his fur. He's got some little cutouts, don't he? Get all those. Get his little whiskies. Little mouth. Now get up in here. And down the rest of his backside here to the, I think that looks good. Okay, now let's do some pink noses. Okay, pink noses. Let's see, one. You need blue eyes over here. Uh-oh, I skipped a gray spot. There we go. And you're going to get green eyes. Let's take that black. Fix that back up. Okay. Now we need red around this flower. I just think the color around it's going to make it look so much prettier. Okay, and let's see. Do some red around that egg. All right, blue. I'm going to do blue around this egg and around this flower. This is a light blue since that's a light blue. I think it'll look really pretty. There we go. Make sure I got it all. All right, let's see. Light purple. This is probably an off-the-wall purple, but, you know, it's pretty. Okay. Now, what do we need? An orange. I got an orange that's in this kit, and it just, the orange never has worked. I don't know if the color's been messed up or what, but I do got one orange I can't use. Pink. Which I'm probably going to go back over that. Let's do pink right there. And because we need brown. Oh, fly. Go away, fly. I see a black spot I missed. Go around this. Get this basket. It's a lot of little areas here. We're going to go around these eggs. Like I said, I knew I was going to, but we're going to get all these little areas and try to paint those in as well. A lot of this is going to wipe off, and you'll see our color again. Instead of all the color that I've colored over. Just getting it right down in those grooves. This is taking some time color, isn't it? Okay. Now I'll get this gray. Did y'all see where I missed it right there? Okay. Now the white I'm going over again. Oh, I need yellow. The white, like I said, just doesn't show up as prominent as the others do. That's why I'm going back over it. Okay, and yellow. Okay, this one looks like a good yellow. Oh yeah, that's a pretty yellow. Just get on all those little grooves. On the outside. Okay. Did I get everything colored? I see a couple little spots. I need to get some color in. Okay, I think I got those. Alright guys, I see one more little spot for the black. Right down his back here. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, now that we got that done, get your paper towel, the alcohol, and then we're just going to kind of wipe this until we get all of that excess off, and it's going to make a mess. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to take some time to get all of that paint off, because you've got to keep wiping until every bit of it comes off. And it's probably going to stick to the silicone. I already know that. So it takes a few paper towels. This is why I hate my molds getting stuck to the silicone, because it does make a mess and then it doesn't come off, and it leaves these ugly spots. Every place else will be pretty, except where the silicone got stuck. And you can really tell. Because like I said, you can't get the color off the silicone. There must have been some micro bubbles there. Okay. Now I don't know if I can scrape that off or not. Anyways, I'm just going to cover it over with some resin. I wish the alcohol would bring it off, but it doesn't. It doesn't get the silicone. And any scratches that you've made, it'll get down in there as well. So, alright, I should have left it alone, right? Get around the edges. Alright. We're going to put some sparkle and cover this over. So, let's mix up 2 ounces of resin. Drop the cup in the floor. Give me on some gloves here. All right. Give me an ounce of part B. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And an ounce of part A. And this is Bond Craftor. Almost. There we go. Ooh. I wonder if we got any little blue sparkle. I know I do. So I think the blue would look really pretty in that. Let me find it. Green, yellow, pink. There we go. Legacy. Now this is from, I think this has different colors in it. I swear I do. No, I know what it was. I had some on the mold. This is from LMNOP, and they went out of business. And I bought these right as they's getting ready to go out of business. I never even knew about the company until I seen Sheila from Reptiles and Resin talking about them. And I went over to order, and I was like, gosh, they've got a great sale going on. And then realized they were closing down like 2 days later. I had no idea. I'm going to put a little more sparkle than that. Watch me end up overdoing it. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right, guys, I'm going to mix this up, get it in the vacuum chamber, and we'll be back to pour in just a moment. All right, guys, got my resin out of the vacuum chamber. So, I hear somebody's music like blasting. I don't know who it is, but somebody is jamming down. Trying to get it to go down in all those little crevices. Two ounces is plenty to do this whole tray. I don't want to get bubbles down in there though. Okay. Now, there probably are some bubbles, but what I'm going to do is I am going to use my heat gun and blow that around. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm just going to roll this around to get every corner. And then I'm going to take my heat gun to pop what bubbles I created. And if there's any down in those little areas that need to come out, this will help. It thins the resin. Just be careful and don't get real thin it like water. Don't overdo it or you'll have a flash cure. And don't splatter it anywhere. Okay, we're good. Now I do see some dust speckles. Always dust speckles, right? Let's get us a paper towel. I see one there. And see, I didn't even need all of that. I could take some of that out if I want to, which I might. Because I don't need all that. We'll just take some of this out. That way we can put some in a rabbit. You see how it's just going right back where it needs to go. Okay. I think that's enough for a rabbit. Probably not to fill it all the way up. But we don't need it all the way. We could just get it halfway, right? Now, see, still plenty of resin on this. It's still going to cover everything over. And yeah, good deal. Now, what you can do too, if you didn't want to take a heat gun, you can take your torch. This is no longer in a mold. And you can pop those surface bubbles. Now, can y'all see my glitter down in there? See my shimmer? That is so pretty. All right, what color? Let's drop an ink. We got a white one. We got somewhat pink. What about lavender? Let me shake this up. This is the Octopus Fluids lavender. It's an opaque alcohol ink. And crusty bits will get on it if I do that over it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for good measure. Good enough. It's not going to be very opaque. Okay, let's spritz some alcohol. We'll see how he turns out. Try to get that color there. Now this color will mix. Oh, we got plenty to fill that little rabbit up. Good deal. So you know what we can do with the rest? Put it right on top of that one. He'll be pink and purple. So we'll have 3 rabbits. Okay, and he's almost full too. That is awesome. All right. There's always quite a bit of resin you can scrape out of these cups if you have these curved spatulas. Which reminds me, I was going to order some more. I'll keep thinking about it, and then by the time I get down to the house, I'll forget. I know I will. I always do. All right. Right on your tail. Come on, drip drop. All right. Now I can clean this up. Woo, I about dropped it. Spritz there. I'm going to give it a little spritz. I don't need it, but... All right. Let's clean this spatula off so I can put some mold release spray on it. Lord, it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? And spray my cup. All right, guys. I am going to let these cure up. Let that cure up. Glue that together. And then I'll just post some photos at the end because of the tray's not going to change. And you can just see the rabbits at the end on the video. The photo of them. Because they're all going to kind of look the same as that one. Alright guys, I'll post some photos and I'll see you guys back for the next video. So, bye for now.